but that was before I started following the storm.
The storm?
The storm provides. You can call me Thunderclap.
Thunderclap.
Stellaris Cosmic Storms DLC will be released in just under 2 weeks. We've now got a lot more information on the origin, the new Civics, and the precursors that will be coming with this DLC. Without any further ado, let's dive in and find out what's going on. Let's start by looking at the brand new origin, Storm Chasers. You will start your game as a civilization that has always sought out the extremes. Born on a world ravaged by relentless storms, the Storm Chasers are daredevils and thrill seekers who push themselves to the limits and then beyond. They've grown strong and daring, turning their chaotic environment into a crucible of innovation and tenacity. But when every storm has been weathered and every mountain has been climbed, where does an enterprising thrill seeker turn next? The answer, of course, is the final frontier, the stars. The screenshot you can see now was taken from the brand new pre-scripted empire, the Yutunan Radicals, which starts with the origin and a couple of storm-related civics. We can see here they have Astrometerology and Storm Devotion. Whilst not driven to outmatch others in acts of bravery, hive minds and machine intelligences may also want to test this origin for themselves, I'm told. From the very beginning, your empire will be propelled into the thick of this DLC's content if you take the Storm Chasers origin. You'll face down cosmic phenomena that would make even the most seasoned explorers hesitate. Yet with great risk comes the potential for great reward. Now, we have already seen the actual effects of the Storm Chasers origin, but let's go through it again. We have the Storm Rider trait for our leaders. We will get planetary unity from jobs per storm building plus 5%. Cosmic storm appearance chance within our borders plus 100%, so at least double the number of storms of other empires. Cosmic storm technology, research option chance plus 175%, so we will have lots and lots of cosmic storm technology options. Access to the weather forecasting map mode right from the start of the game, and you will start with the Cosmic Weather Models technology, which I believe is the tech that gives us this weather forecasting map mode. Overall, this origin seems to be entirely reliant on storms and their effects. Without knowing exactly how that's going to feel in the game, we can only speculate at this point whether this is a good or a bad origin. Honestly, I've just got no idea. Let me know in the comments what your thought is. And here is the new Storm Rider trait for our leaders. This is specifically for a Commander class leader, though I'm not sure if other classes of leader can get this trait as well. If you're a governor on a planet or a sector, you'll get minus 30% Cosmic Storm Devastation reduction, and as a sector, minus 15%. That's very useful, especially for a civilization constantly buffeted by storms. You'll also get plus 10% sublight speed across your entire empire if you have a Storm Rider on the council. And given that all of your leaders, I believe, will have this trait, or at least all of your commanders will, you're definitely looking at quite a few sublight speed boosts. If you have a commander for your ruler and as well the Minister of Defense alone, you'll start off with plus 20%. It would be quite easy to boost this to plus 40% just by getting 4 admirals on your council. And that could be really, really strong. Plus 40% sublight speed increase, ignoring other buffs you can get, could push our sublight speed really high, up into the stratosphere, if you'll pardon the pun. Now, that means kiting designs like kiting missile ships would be really, really effective with all of that additional sublight speed. Basically, this origin is designed to quickly get you into the thick of this DLC's action and get you having storms. At the game start, your empire will have this stormfall situation. When it reaches its end, a cosmic storm will form, so you are guaranteed to get a cosmic storm. I believe this is going to be 10 or 15 years, though, without knowing exactly how many points it requires. Maybe this triggers in the first 5 years. With early access to storm manipulation technology, and by starting in a system with unique conditions to kickstart a storm, the Storm Chasers have the first opportunity to unleash a storm on the entire galaxy. From there, the Origin storyline includes a gauntlet of challenges, and the chance to summon the big one. I believe that might be the Nexus Storm that is cataclysmic for most civilizations. What's left of your civilization in the aftermath rests entirely in your hands. So be warned, this is not a path for the faint-hearted. The thrills your people have chased for centuries pale in comparison to the cosmic tempests that await you in the void. Will you harness these forces and lead your empire to greatness, or burn out in a blaze of glory? The choice, as always, will be yours. And speaking of going out in a blaze of glory, we have another Stellaris tournament returning to your screens this weekend. Montu's multiplayer Murderfest is coming back, and it's going to be nastier than ever. There is of course a cash prize, and if you'd like to participate and have a chance of winning that, you need to head on over to our Discord, follow the link down in the description, or head to montuplays.com, and in the menu of that website, click the button Discord. Then once you're in the Discord, agree to the community rules, find the tournament tag, you'll need to grab that one, and then you can sign up for this next tournament. But if you don't want to participate and just fancy watching bloodshed, you'll want to tune in this Sunday when the final will be broadcast live on this channel. Do you know what happens to a Blorg when it's hit by lightning? Hello there, Xeno Freshman. Could we interest you in Astrometerology 101? Let's dive in to the new Civic. So, the first of the 3 new Civics coming in Cosmic Storms is Astrometerology. This focuses on the science behind the storms. It grants you a new building, the Astrometerology Observatory, which in turn will give you astrometeorologist jobs. Those jobs mainly produce physics research, but do produce a little bit of society and engineering research as well. I believe that plus 5% unity is actually part of the origin effect and isn't a base effect that this building will have. You can build one of these fine institutes on every planet, and their jobs are pretty similar to normal researchers with, as I said, more of a focus on physics. However, their true potential shows itself only when the observatory can behold a storm from up close. I assume that means if a storm effect is in the system where this building is, it'll get some massive bonuses. In addition, the council position further boosts the job output by up to 20%. That's not massive, a little bit underwhelmed by that. Storm Devotion is more of a societal civic. This one will allow you to build the Storm Summoning Theatre, and your species will get the Storm Touched trait. Additionally, your diplomatic weight will increase by 20% whilst a cosmic storm is affecting your capital. The council position gives you Grand Herald, reducing storm building upkeep by 5% per level, and massively increasing your chance of getting cosmic storm technology at plus 5% per level. This is in essence the spiritualist mirror to astrometeorology. Storm Devotion, as I said, gives you access to that Storm Summoning Theatre, and that has Storm Dancer jobs. These jobs produce a reasonable amount of amenities, just 2 less than an entertainer, and quite a lot more unity. So this would be a reasonable replacement for entertainers across your entire empire. And possibly priests as well, though I imagine the Storm Summoning Theatre is limited to 1 per building. It might also actually summon storms, and that might not be something you want immediately, so, swings and roundabouts. On top of that, we've got the Storm Touch trait. This will further boost all of your pops whilst they are inside of a storm. This will grant you a nice tidy plus 10% resources from jobs and reduce your amenities usage by 10%. The main downside is you do have to be in a storm, and storms generally increase devastation, which reduces your resources from jobs and increases your amenities usage. If you can completely negate the negative effects of storms, then Storm Touch becomes very useful. Though I suspect that will require lots of technology, making cosmic storms basically just an offset for the negatives early on in the game, and only later on becoming an actual bonus. And then for those people who would rather not see the word storm plastered all over all of their buildings, it's time to talk about the new Planetscapers. Planetscapers are the complete opposite to environmentalists. They want every single planetary blocker gone. Natural accidents have absolutely no place in their carefully planned garden utopia. And I just want to start off by saying this is such a great civic because it entirely blocks you from taking the Mastery of Nature Ascension perk. Isn't that just great? So, what does this Civic do? You'll start with additional starting technologies to remove natural blockers on your homeworld. You'll need that because your homeworld will start with 2 extra natural blockers. Natural blocker removal technologies will be granted as options whenever you colonize a planet, so you will have the option of researching the technology to remove a blocker from a planet once you get that planet, and you shouldn't be stuck with blockers that you simply can't remove thanks to poor RNG. As I said before, Mastery of Nature is entirely gone. That has been replaced with the cultivated worldscaping planetary decision. We'll look at that in just a little bit. For each natural blocker on a colonized planet, you'll get some nasty debuffs. Minus 10% resources from jobs, minus 10% growth speed, and plus 15% pop upkeep. Meaning you'll start the game with minus 20% pop growth speed and resources from jobs on the capital, and plus 30% upkeep. Yikes. You will, however, get on every single planet plus 10% resources from jobs, 10% pop growth speed, minus 15% pop upkeep, and 25% clear blocker speed. If you can combine this with the right leaders to increase your clear blocker speed time and reduce the cost of clearing blockers, this could actually be quite powerful. Get rid of those blockers early and get some very nice bonuses on your planet. The Council position grants you another minus 2% clear blocker cost per skill level and plus 1% worker pop resource output. Those modifiers are probably nice, but I suspect this is looking like a B or C tier Councillor position. And if you're enjoying this video, please Planetscape that like button. So what will the cultivated worldscaping do? Mastery of Nature is enough for some people. This is something a little more drastic. I believe, given the text, this also means you won't even need to use an Ascension perk to get access to this. You'll get access to this decision right from the start of the game, which actually that's pretty powerful. Now, what does it do? For 2,000 energy and 100 influence, very expensive, you'll get plus 3 maximum districts, plus 75% maximum resource districts, a nice plus 10% Cosmic Storm protection, and kind of a negative here, but that's probably not an issue in the mid to late game when you can stack bonuses, minus 20% habitability. Overall, I think this Civic is the one I'm most interested in trying out in the new DLC. We're also, of course, getting 2 new Precursors. Let's have a look at that. So, the Ad Arcadia Convention of Benevolence and the Anetian Traders are both steeped in Storm lore, with several archaeological sites and special projects to progress through as you uncover their secrets. Digging deeper into what sort of empires would meddle with storms so devastating they are notable on the cosmic scale. Without giving away too many spoilers, the devs have told us that their names at least mean we know that they were benevolent people and peaceful traders, which of course means there's very little chance for tragedy. Who exactly were these Precursors? I guess we'll have to go digging to find out. If you've enjoyed this video on the new origins and civics within Cosmic Storms, but you'd like to find out more about the actual storms themselves and what effects they will have on our galaxy, click the video on screen now.